Hey guys, Max115 here. Welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach. It is Imitation Day today, so we are going to try to get through all those 7 stages with probably a mixed troops since we have endless reserves now. It really doesn't matter. So let's just collect all this loot here. I just logged on to the game for the first time today. A lot of loot. I've been running out of gold. I used all of my gold yesterday for a sub dive and then to do gear heart. So I'm kind of low on gold, but that's okay. We'll get some gold. It's not like I need too much anyway. Base is still the same. We're at 1044 and still dropping VP, so I'm very happy about that. But we'll be probably creating that new task force and pushing up on the leaderboards very soon. So many of you guys have been asking about the task force. So many of you, in fact, Shubham Jain, I think that's how you say his name, right? He kind of offered to join the task force. Right now he's part of Indian Tigers. Let's just go take a quick look. I have not had the chance to take a look at his base just yet. So let's see, what is it? Hashtag 820 2VPY9. Is that the one? Indian Tigers. Does he have a name in here? Serpentine. Well, that's a pretty good name. Serpentine. Right here, that's the level 61 and he's a co-leader. Okay. So, ooh, looking good. Our level 61. Pretty... Wow, really? A green statue at level 60. Interesting. You almost never see those. Well, I guess 517 VP. Man, you managed to turtle your way out. And I really appreciate that level 1 sniper. I wonder where you got the idea, right in front. Really good job there, Shavane. PSC, pretty good. Wow, how come the clicking on my fingers is not working? 31%, 28%. Get a little bit of work to do on those statues, but who am I to judge? I don't have perfect statues myself either. Perfect 17% and a perfect 13% here. So looking pretty well. Oh, your landing craft need work though. Number 19. You're not even carrying 3 tanks yet, but that's fine. That's something that you can keep on working. So Chopin right here, the owner of this base, he offered to join the task force and help me push onto the leaderboards. Are you sure you want to do that? You'd be leaving your task force here behind, and it seems like you guys are doing pretty well at 11,000 force points. So that's up to you if you want to join. Some of you guys have been asking about the requirements for the task force, and honestly, off the top of my head, I haven't fully decided, but I'm going to assume you have to be at least a minimum of a level 55 and with hopefully offense maxed out. And like I said, you don't only need offensive players for the task force. I will also need people who will farm intel for the team. So, you know, I think level 55 will be fine. If you should do a minimum of, I don't know, 80 to 90. Ooh, we got 2 crystals. Look how good is that? 2 crystals. I'm sorry. Yeah, 80 to 90 intel per week. More than that would be perfect. And you should be able to just be consistent. That's the biggest issue. Is people need to be consistent. They need to be able to op every single day and just kind of support the team. When you go and push on leaderboards, consistency and commitment is the biggest issue. And my fear with task force players is that people would just kind of come and go. Sure, there'll be, you know, maybe a little space for hoppers to kind of come in and go by to help out, but I will definitely need a solid group of people, especially if we're going to push onto that leaderboard. I mean, it's just top 50. I'm not aiming any higher than that. If we just get to 50 so that the whole world can see us, I'll be pretty happy, and then we'll move on from there. As far as the size of the task force, a lot of you guys have been saying that with a 5-man task force it will be very difficult. First of all, there's only 5 people in the task force, which means that the entire intel farming and soloing bases, the responsibility of it is just much greater. So I'm not skilled at ops myself. I have a lot to learn, and I will be learning the process through this whole push. Along with you guys, obviously, I will be watching people's replays and I will be learning how to attack bases better. So that being said, I think we're going to start with a task force of 10 people and then move to 25 and then 50. The reason for that is, well, twofold. One, because I guess 5 will be a little too difficult. maybe I'll do that later on if I get better at ops. And the second reason for that is that I think 10 people will allow for more communication and interaction with other players as opposed to 5 people, because it's just me and then 4 more guys or girls discussing, and that just doesn't seem a lot of fun. And the whole point of doing this along with you guys here on YouTube is to make the whole thing interactive and fun, and so that everyone can kind of watch it and we'll all push together onto that leaderboard. So let me just focus here. I'm not even paying attention. Oh, there's a doom cannon in there. I didn't even notice. Alright, so if you guys kind of catch my drift, I think that's what we're going to be doing. So we'll do a task, start with a task force of 10 people. And if you guys want to join, please by all means just either drop me a comment down below on any of my videos, or just go ahead and just join the task force. In the beginning, I guess I'll leave it completely open, because the initial first few operations for the first couple of weeks, I believe they'll be very easy, just so that we can gain a little bit of force points and start moving up, and also to gather some intel. Then after that, once things get a little more difficult, then I'll consider changing the parameters of the task force so that people can join, people with more skill can join. And I will also have to be monitoring you know, things like loyalty and consistency of each player, so I can make sure I can, you know, we can have the better players stay with us. Otherwise it'd be a waste of time. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing here. I'm just like tapping the screen. It's kind of easy for now, but I guess I should start focusing. This is already stage 5. How are you guys been doing on the imitation stage? Have you guys been able to defeat it consistently? I mean, I have enjoyed it a lot less since they took down two tries or 2 attacks from the event. It used to be, I think, what was it, like 9, and now it's only down to 7, which is kind of disappointing, but what are you gonna do, right? You just can't argue with some of these things. On the opposite side, I do highly, enormously appreciate that the Gearheart event has 5 tries as opposed to 3 now, so I kind of guess that kind of balances out, because with 3 attempts I used to struggle forever with Gearheart, and I didn't want to boost my statues just to defeat that one event. So the fact that I can beat Gearheart now unboosted with 5 attempts, sometimes less obviously, and I can beat this one with 7 attempts, I think it's fine. Oh, another crystal. See, that one PSC statue does work miracles for me. Stage 6, what does this look like? So stage 6, I think we're going to do RZCM, because I saw that one grappler, and tanks are just not good against grapplers. Talk about RZCM, somebody left me a message in one of my videos before asking for RZCM videos, so here is the first one. Let me just scout it one more time very quickly. Yeah, just a grappler. Alright, I think we'll be fine. So let's just drop a couple of these, maybe one more over here. Get the shot launcher done, one more. A lot of mines in the front, so I'm gonna have to put some critters down. No choice. Those critters will clear a lot of those mines for me. Just open it wide, and I'm gonna shock the shot launcher and the flamethrowers. I'll probably activate the shield over here, put some critters to help down on the left side, a medkit on that group of unprotected rifles. Activate the shield one more time, and I have a shot launch, a shock bomb ready right there, both on the grappler and the rocket launcher. One more pack of critters just to use when that shock bomb expires. Wow, we're doing so well. We haven't lost any, actually we hardly ever lost any troops at all. Only a handful of rifles. Wow, that was pretty nice actually. Wow, I forget how fun RZCM was. This is probably the first time I used RZCM in a few months, honestly. A few months, no joke. Only 13 rifles left, lost. Nice. So let's just scout the last stage. And what do we have here? There's a little bit of ice there, but alright, so for this one I think we're gonna use heavy Zuka. So at least we'll get a little bit of a mixture of different troops over here. So let's just load this up. I'll put one more boat of Zukas. Oh, it's Heavy Zuka Mania. They were just 90%. Nice. So I guess we'll be taking advantage of Heavy Zuka Mania over the weekend. Today is Friday. So I think tomorrow tomorrow's video will be a little longer, and I'm actually gonna be clearing a whole bunch of PvP bases on the map. I mean, it's about time that we get rid of some of these bases. I still have Jason AK left in here since before I ended my push. So how long has that been? Like four and a half months? Not like I can beat him right now. Not with his 7 boosted ice, and I only have 3 imperfect offensive statues. All right, so we have 2 more attempts. So right now I'm just going to soften some of these buildings with my GBE, and then we'll go for the kill on the next one. So right now, oh, what do I want to do? So 2 barrages here. Let's get rid of some of these buildings. Okay, and actually I think I can get rid of maybe this mortar here, and then 1 artillery and that machine gun in the back. Actually, it looks like he has no health at all. And then I need to get rid of some of these bombs. So critters, come on, perfect. And I see 1 boom mine in there, so we'll get rid of that. And we may as well get rid of this cannon down here. Bam. Perfect. Now we'll retreat. We haven't lost anything, and we have 1 more attempt to go. So now the last stage, although the only thing is that with the last stage you have so much pressure to make sure you finish this, otherwise you'll just suck. You know what, I'm going to change the hero as well, because Dr. Kavan, I don't think he works too well with Heavy Zuka. We're just going to use Sergeant Brick with her orders, and our statue's done here, 22% useless, and we'll get another Guardian going. So we're at 506 power powder. I think, like I said, I don't know if I said that earlier just now, but I'm going to start the task force once I get past the 600 power powder mark. So that'll be your queue. So I'm guessing maybe a few more days to get there, but it'll happen very quick before you guys know it. So if you guys want to join the task force and start pushing along with me, then get your power powder stocks ready and get your game fine-tuned, because you're going to be featuring a lot of videos. So please, yeah, join. It'll be fun. I'm excited. Okay, so let's put down heavies first. Widespread, all the Zukas in 1 point in the middle. Let them walk to their flags. And now we shoot that flare so that everyone starts walking in 1 line. 2 smokes, bam, bam. 1 more smoke. And now everyone's walking pretty straight. A couple of Zukas got hit bad, but that's okay. 1 more. Also, I don't like that on one of these updates they kind of shorten the time of the smoke. That kind of sucks, because for someone who uses Smoky Hookah like I am, that extra second that I lose on the smokes. Look at that second smoke about to expire. It just ruins my attack. I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. I mean, I have to deal with it, but that 1 second I lost on smoke was actually detrimental to an attack. So thank God they did that right after I was done pushing, because all these changes, the 3rd prototype weapon, the lowering the 1 second on this, and I think there was a glitch with medics where they weren't healing properly. I mean, that to anyone who was on the top 10 in the leaderboard would have been just a disaster, unless you were one of those guys who were already hundreds of VP away. What just happened here? This thing just froze? Alright, that's weird. Huh, look at that. That's never happened to me before. Okay, so that was all stages. I'm pretty happy. I didn't even know see what kind of rewards we got. Nothing at all? Oh no, I'm sorry. My attacks. Yeah, almost nothing. That's okay. Alright, so that was all 7 stages. Not bad. If you struggle with the imitation game, then hopefully these videos kind of help you out. It's actually not that difficult, and I did it all unboosted with only 3 offensive statues. So if you have more than that, you should be able to do just fine. Alright guys, so I think we're just going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.